All right, guys, let's do another agency update. It is June 28th, 3:52 p.m. It's a Saturday. This should go live today, so you guys should see this in real time. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say agency update, or if you clicked on this video and you're like, "What's your agency?" Guys, I rent simple websites for a living. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's the whole business, baby. I rent simple websites for a freaking living. And for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, I am going to go over here to Chrome. I'm going to jam a website in. I'm going to go to tow truck St. George. Just do tow truck near me because I'm in St. George, Utah right now. Tow truck near me. Look at the top. Oh, there I am. And there is one of my websites. This is towingstgeorge.com. This website has made me a lot of money. It's made me over 20. I think it's over 25. I don't want to give you a wrong number. Let me look it up. Hold on. This website has made me. I'm going to pause and I'm going to tell you guys. Hold on. All right, guys. I found the amount. It's $23,400 on the nose. So I said 25K. I'm glad I looked it up. I would have been off by $1,600. That little website. $23,400. And what I mean by that, guys, again, I'm speaking to people that just clicked on this video for the first time ever, or you're brand new to this, is I rent the website to local business owners. The phone calls that come from that website go directly to a local business owner. I get paid every single month. It's freaking amazing. I live my life. I have dozens of these websites that are out collecting leads on the internet, and they're getting literally channeled directly to the business owners that I partnered with. And the business owner's credit card is on file with me. I'm getting paid. They're getting leads. They're making money. I'm making money. Everybody's happy. We're ranking on Google, and I own and control the asset. It's a beautiful business model. It's a beautiful time to get into this business model if you have been thinking about it. So what I've been doing on these updates is I've been just letting you guys know, or people know in general that care or that click on these videos, how my agency is going. And rather than, building on my previous agency that seven-figure agency that I built, I thought at the beginning of this year, let's start from scratch and see what we can build up to. So this week particularly, from the last time, we had two deals that we were working on. We had one in the Phoenix area. We had one in Austin, Texas. And we did the process, right? Which, if you don't know what the process is, guys, we identify an area, we set up ads, we get ads going in, we get ads pushing traffic to the website, right? Or the landing page. Phone calls start coming in. We take the phone calls, we send them to a new business owner that we've identified that we want to work with. And then after they've tried 2 or 3 leads, then we go and we sit down on a Zoom call like this kind of format. We walk them through the process. We sign the deal. We say, hey, it's $1,000 a month. It's $1,500 a month. It's $700 a month, whatever the case is. We put a deal together, and that's the whole process. So the last update that I did, we had 2 of these deals that were in the woodworks. I had just closed another deal, which I want to talk about briefly on this call as well. But those 2 deals that we were working on, guys, one of the things I'm doing this year is I'm trying to remove myself from the process as much as possible. I'm trying to let my team handle it, mainly Francesca, where I'm identifying the area, but she's doing everything else. And by the way, I am setting up the ads as well. But outside of that, she's taking the leads, she's calling the leads, she's sending to the business owner, she's cold calling, she's closing. So I messaged her on, I think it was Wednesday, right? Wednesday? I think it had to be Wednesday. And I'm like, hey, Francesca, she's in Italy, by the way. This is another beautiful thing about the business. She's in Italy. I'm in St. George, Utah. One of my other team members is in Washington State. My guy Kyle is up at Bear Lake this weekend, and we're making money by being wherever we want. Let me pause my timer here. So I text her. I'm like, what's up with these deals? These 2 deals that were pending, whatever. She's like, oh, yeah, the one in Phoenix. She's like, I closed that one. And I was like, what do you mean? You got the deal? She's like, yeah. I'm like, why didn't you say something? Like, text me and tell me that you got the deal. And I was like, how much? She's like, $1,000 a month. I'm like, oh, 6-month contract? She's like, yeah. I'm like, have you already collected payment? She's like, yeah. I'm like, let's go, baby. So we actually closed a deal on Monday. And for her, I wasn't feeling super great on Monday. And so I think she thought that, anyway, I don't know what she thought, but if it was me and I would have closed the deal, I would have been calling immediately and be like, dude, listen to this. Anyway, we landed that deal. That deal's good. So we have we have to replace that one. I always like to have 2 or 3 deals pending, guys. I like to have 2 or 3 campaigns. So I can go in, check my ads. Okay, we got leads coming in. Where's the status of this one, whatever. So now that we've closed one, Austin has not closed yet, but we do have a really good business owner. I think we're just waiting on some more leads. Or maybe we're waiting on one good lead, because sometimes you get leads that come in and they're just not great. You don't want to pass them over to the business owner because you don't want them to have the wrong taste in their mouth. And so I think we might just be waiting for 1 or 2 more good leads. That one's close. I'll replace the Phoenix one. Not today. It's not going to happen today. It's 3:58 in the afternoon, Monday. And then we'll, hopefully I need to get 2 or 3 more in the queue so that we always have 2 or 3 spinning. And that's the update on our deals. The last deal that I actually closed was a $1,500 per month artificial grass deal. And that one we've started running we set up the campaign, doing all that stuff. This is the one we're trying out the multi-city approach. So I'm not actually, and I have a video on that. It's a couple videos back. I'm not actually building the website for the first couple months. I'm using the first couple months just to test. And then I'm going to, depending on how the test goes, I'm going to select one of the cities and build the website in that particular city. This company covers multiple states and multiple cities. So I'm trying to figure out the best actual angle before I just basically put down dirt, right? Or lay a foundation, or whatever the case is, if we want to use a house analogy. So that one's going good. We've had 5 leads come in so far. One of the leads got scheduled for an appointment. There was some confusion with their CRM. Their sales guy no-showed, so we kind of lost that lead. So I went ahead, I bumped up the ad budget. I'm running $15 a day. So that puts me at, $450 per month. And I'm probably going to set up another campaign. So we're going to have 2 campaigns probably running at 10 to 15 bucks a day. I'm willing to spend on this particular deal with the turf one, because it's got such potential. I'm willing to spend all the money on it possible. But as you can tell, I'm spending about a third of the actual budget, which is $1,500 on the ads. And then everything else is profit. So anyway, bunch of exciting stuff going. Like I said, we got freaking, that deal's going good. That's a deal that I could see turning into $10,000 a month. We got the new deal that's closed. Can't tell you guys the niche because it's kind of a new niche that I've been slinging, and that's my second deal in that niche. And then we need to replace that one, and then we got the pending one in Austin, Texas, and of course it's surrounding Austin, Texas. I'm just using the general area. Same with the Phoenix one. It wasn't Phoenix itself. It was one of the surrounding areas. So that's what we're working on. I'm stoked. Francesca's in Italy. She's 6-7 hours ahead of me. I'm here. We're making moves. We're doing stuff. And we are this is my last update before we're halfway through the year. We're halfway through the year. By the way, I'll say this to end. I'm way behind on my actual goal of getting to $57.5 thousand per month. But I am very, very optimistic because I've got some stuff that's getting dialed in, and I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, and it keeps working and it keeps working and it keeps working. And it is very, very exciting. It's very similar and reminds me a lot of 2020 when we had a huge run. So guys, here's my update. We're halfway through the year, tons of time to go and hit those goals. What the one thing that you guys have to do though, guys, this week is you got to sit down and you got to look at your goal. Let's say you're going to get to 20,000 a month. Where are you at? You're going to have to change the game plan, right? So I'll use this analogy really quick. If the goal was like a physical goal of driving to a destination, right? And I use the same example every time. Seattle, let's say Portland to Miami. Miami is representative of 20,000 a month. Seattle is where you're at today. And your goal was to get halfway there by July 1st, right? Well, you just found out you're barely through the tip of the corner of California or whatever. You got sidetracked. So can you still get to Miami? Yes. Are you going to be able to take the same route? No. Are you going to be able to make the same amount of stops? No. Are you going to be able to drive the same speed? No. And for some of us that have huge goals, we might have to change the vehicle that we're in. We might have to change how we're approaching the business in general. It might have to change now. Instead of, taking the car, we might have to start considering, hey, what's this look like if we got a plane? Does that make sense? That's what you need to do this week. You can still get to the Miami, the 20,000, whatever that goal is, but you're gonna have to look and assess where you at and what do you need to change in order to still hit that goal by the end of the year. Guys, appreciate you. If you're on this channel, I seriously know there's a lot of stuff you could be listening to. I am always going to bring value, and any comments, question, whatever, drop them below. I will answer them, and I'll see you guys in the next update.